and we have two presentations, one from Uzbekistan and we have one from Kyrgyzstan. And before we start the kind of session, I just wanted to say kind of a few opening kind of statements. One is, I think to this group we don't have to say why extension advisory services are important. And there is a lot of global interest, there is a lot of global attention in strengthening extension. Not only at the global level, but I think even in countries like India and in the whole South Asia region, there is a lot of people talking about the need for strengthening extension for achieving food nutrition and income security for millions of farmers. And strengthening extension is also a kind of a major kind of item under our Sustainable Development Goals, SDG 2, basically talks about strengthening and increasing investments in extension. But I think if you really wanted to strengthen extension, the money is okay. Money is about investing in extension, enhancing investments in extension. But I think the second major point, I think that's what we are going to discuss today, is about how do we basically strengthen, how do we have more institutional innovations in extension, new forms of governance, new mechanisms of accountability, new forms of capacity development, which we have even managed this in a sense an institutional innovation on its own, and new programs which we need, new programs for capacity development, new programs to link farmers to markets, to strengthen agri-entrepreneurship. So I think there's a lot which has been happening, especially in the Asian countries and especially in India. And also another could be in terms of new forms of organizations, producer organizations. So I think the whole region, this region has basically a lot of institutional innovations to its credit. At the same time, we also have the kind of Central Asian republics. I think we all know because before that last, maybe 30 years back, maybe I would say maybe 28 years back, after the whole dissolution of the USSR, actually there's a lack of withdrawal of public sector from extension in Central Asia and the Central Asian countries have been trying to find their own ways of dealing with a lot of donor support initially, but I think many of these donor initiatives have now have evolved into NGO initiatives and private initiatives, and I think we will be basically hearing a lot about some of these issues in this session.
Good afternoon once again. Sorry for joining a little late. I missed the inaugural session. I am very happy that this program is being organized at the National Level Institute in India, which is meant for strengthening the agricultural extension system of the country. I have worked in this system, although presently I am not in this system. When I was Additional Commissioner in Government of India, we were trying to use this institute to bring about extension reforms. Not only bring about extension reforms, take those extension reforms to the ground level. My good friend Dr. Rashid and all the panelists and then the co-chair, we have discussed a lot about extension system in the country. We have a pluralistic extension system. We have one of the largest extension network probably in the world. We have public extension system. Every state has got its own unique arrangements. Every state has got its own university supported extension system, and every local body, whether it is at the block level or at the district level, every unit, administrative unit, has got its own private extension network. Whether it is supported or not supported, whether it is recognized or not recognized, it is working. And in addition to that, we have the national extension system, which supports the state extension services, which supports the voluntary sectors, which supports the private sector, and all those things have been worked. We have successful experiences. We also have not so successful experiences. I will not be talking about the extension system per se because we have discussed that much. But I will be trying to make an attempt to look the whole extension system success from a bottom-up approach. And I use some examples here, and then I will come to the lessons for the extension system and lessons for all of us. This is broadly what I wanted to communicate. One is that innovations are very crucial for agri-entrepreneurship. Agri-entrepreneurship is very crucial for farmers. For the agricultural system to survive, entrepreneurship is the only way out. We will have to move from farming to farm business, agriculture to agribusiness. And we have to promote farmers as agri-entrepreneurs. And in this way, there are some successful examples. And can we use these for extension, strengthening extension system? In fact, if all of you remember, country experienced Operation Flood, the White Revolution, with just one major innovation. At a time when milk supply was not very well coordinated, milk production itself was limited to local animals. There was surplus milk production in some pockets like Gujarat, and there was an attempt to export that milk to Bombay city. And when there was a surplus, there were no crossbred cows, there were no imported cows. It was basically buffaloes. When they wanted to increase production, they anticipated a situation where surplus production cannot be utilized profitably, because there was no technology at that point of time to convert buffalo milk into milk powder. The technology was not there. The technology that was available at that time was to convert cow milk to cow milk powder, not the buffalo milk, because of its high fat. In fact, Dr. Kurian and his partner, they innovated a new technology to convert buffalo milk to milk powder. That was the starting point to entire milk revolution. And that is what I am trying to look at now. If we want to convert farmers, if you want to promote extension system that promotes agribusiness, we need to look into some of these innovations. Second thing is, all these people who have succeeded started with capacity building support from formal innovation system, formal extension system, whether it is university, Krishi Vigyan Kendras, or ICAR institutes, or government extension system, or private extension system. They all start with their capacity building exercise. They build the initial requirements, but that is not sufficient. Local innovations are very important. If they don't innovate locally, they cannot sustain the market. And the innovations or the capacity building that they get from the formal system is generic in nature, and if they want to succeed, they will have to be very specific to situation, particularly looking into the market situations, because Indian market system is so diverse, so dynamic. Market in a neighboring district is not the same in the market in this district. The products are not the same. The consumers are not the same. Choices are different. We need to innovate. If you don't innovate, you will not be successful in the market. And if you don't succeed in the market, you cannot be successful. And every individual entrepreneur, whether it is farmer or a businessman, they have been experimenting. They will have to adapt, they will have to experiment, and they will have to innovate. And finally, what succeeds is whether they have a good network. Good network for the backward linkage and good network for the forward linkage. If they simply innovate, do excellent job, produce good quality, if they don't have backward and forward linkages, they will not survive, they will not succeed. This is one case. Is jackfruit nursery rice. In fact, jackfruit is now seen as a potential crop with nutraceutical advantages, with health advantages, and with environmental advantages. We have one state in Kerala which has declared this crop as the state fruit. But what is very crucial is, what is available now is wild plantations. Wild plantations have a disadvantage in providing raw material for processing and value addition. When we want to process and value addition, we need uniform product. And if you want to have uniform product, we need to have uniform planting material. I mean the tree which supplies uniform quality fruits. And this man can do it. This man has got adapted so many things. The first thing that he succeeded was grafting. Say the original jackfruit trees were produced from seedlings, not of good quality, lot of variation. And he wanted to do grafting. But the available grafting techniques were not good enough for jackfruit. And he innovated, he adapted the bud grafting from rubber grafting to this jackfruit, and he experimented and he succeeded. And when he succeeded, he wanted to standardize the good agricultural practices for nursery raising, and he started with many innovations. For example, this one. This method, say this one. This is the bud grafting method, but this has got a disadvantage for him. It is expensive if he completely wraps this with the tape. If this has to be done in a rainy season, this has to be completely wrapped. Otherwise, it gets infected, and he has to find out an alternative. So what he did, instead of spending labor in unwrapping after the graft is established, he has designed his own innovation of a perfect season to graft. And if that season has to be in the lean rainy season, then he has to store his seed material. And he has developed his own method to store the seed material, because this comes in rainy season, and if it has to be stored properly, he needs to have his own innovation. And he has to have phased and staggered planting, and he should have his own marketing system. All these things have worked. He is supplying plants to about 100 odd nurseries in Kerala. That is where Kerala is planning to big on the crop. And he is supplying that. Can the extension system make use of him for reaching all nurseries? One thing. To provide education to the individual farmers who are buying plants from this man, it is possible. It is very easy. Only thing is that we have to make use of this man. We are not making use of this man for so many reasons. He has got his own restrictions. So accrediting him as a good nursery, then using him for extension purpose, it's a best way to reach the secondary level. Now the next part is, that is one crop, horticultural nursery. This person is producing about 150 lakh seedlings in a year, about 15 million seedlings in a year. He is reaching about 5,000 to 6,000 farmers directly, and he is also providing advisory services, what to do and what not to do. For example, when he started his own nursery, he had a nightmare in not getting quality media. In fact, for nursery, the media is very crucial. What is available in the market is very costly, 5 rupees a kilo, and it is mostly coming from outside, not good quality. He wanted to innovate on the quality of media. His best friend was Indian Institute of Horticulture Research and ICAR Institute, which had developed this technology, this cocoa peat, enriched cocoa peat. But what was enriched is to support disease management, to prevent any disease infection at the nursery level. But what he innovated was, in addition to disease tolerance, he also innovated to provide nourishment with his own local innovations, locally available nutrient material. He mixed with that, and he saw to it that this is a much more friendly combination. And then he saw to that his two levels of nursery management. One is a raised rack for high value crops, and a ground level system for low value crops. And he saw to it that here high value crops, the infection is almost zero. But he ended up with two problems. One is, when he supplied this material high quality, he did not anticipate that farmers also will commit some mistake. For example, if they use this material, they should not irrigate for 7 days, depending on the soil situation. If they irrigate before that, you will again see the mortality. He experimented those situations in his own farm and saw to it that every farmer is provided advisory service. He has got a list of who is buying which bag, and then when, which day, when is he planting, when is he likely to experience problems. He has got a computerized support system, and he is using social media to reach every farmer. Targeted extension advisory services provided by him. And this is not right now there in the public extension system. We give training program, but we end our relationship probably after the training program. The follow-up matters a lot, and that is where extension program should really concentrate. Following it up with the capacity building, with the hand-holding, initial hand-holding, and then see to it that they reach the success point. Now, next point is this man, seed production. He is producing seed, he is not producing seed, he is processing seeds. But processing seeds has got two problems. One is availability of electricity on a continuous basis. Second thing is that he was trying to minimize the cost of a processing unit. What was available in the market is about 20 lakh per unit. for a seed processing unit, but his resources did not permit. He established one, started experiencing many problems. Then he ventured into this one, this solar energy as a backup for the available electricity supply system. So it so happened he had surplus energy. He supplied that energy in contract with the public board, electricity board. He started earning revenue from the electricity. Then he saw to it that he has got his own innovation in the seed processing unit. He established a much better seed processing unit because of his experience at a lower cost, much more efficient in terms of energy, and then reaching more number of farmers and private sector people. He is working for private sector. He is also reaching many farmers through private sector. This is how probably the private partnerships are already happening, and we can learn a lot from that. This an entrepreneur, he is producing goats for two purposes. One is goat for breeding purpose and goat for meat purpose. And he has realized that goat rearing for breeding purpose and meat purpose are altogether two different enterprises. He cannot have same field for two different purposes. Breeding purpose, we need lean animals. For meat purpose, we need fatty animals. And altogether, they need different feed management. That is what he has worked out. This material, in fact, what he is holding here, this is not available locally. He gets it from Rajasthan. He is located in Karnataka, he gets it from Rajasthan. This is locally available, and this is what you should really appreciate. This is locally available, but not even realized how it can be utilized. And this is what he says that is comfort for fattening goats. And this is given only for these males, not for females. And females are fed with this and this. More fertility related issues, more body care management, and he has a record of achieving 90 plus average weight with this kind of feed management. And there are a lot of scopes to enter in terms of policy making, in terms of programs, in terms of networks, and in terms of the reach that we can achieve. And he is supplying goat kits for farmers who want to rear it. He buys it back. He ensures that the meat market is properly linked, and the backward and the forward linkage is only can succeed. This is another. This is located in the peri-urban situation in Bangalore. We are all talking about protein-rich food systems. We are migrating from starch-based food system to protein-based food system. We have got a lot of awareness. People are looking for alternate foods, looking for a much nutritious, much better foods, but not much is available locally. And this is what he has realized. He is trying to produce what is not being produced locally, but he ended up with a lot of problems. There was no institutional support, and he has to get everything from outside, from Google, from internet, but all those things did not work for his situation. He started experimenting. Then only he could realize. Now he is supplying these exotic meat to Bangaloreans, and he has established his own network of exotic meat consumers. This person has established a mushroom production unit. Mushroom is the one industry which started in n number of times, n number of entrepreneurs, and failed almost every time. 99% of the mushroom units have failed because of two important reasons. One is the spawn availability, quality spawn availability, and the market. And this auto driver, he is basically an auto driver. He is using this auto. This auto which carries passengers. Early morning he does mushroom marketing, and then he does his regular auto driving job. In the evening again he goes back. If anything is not marketed on that day, fresh mushroom, he brings it back and then processes it at home, and then sells the processed products again using this own this way. And the country has experimented with too many efforts to make this mushroom cultivation very successful. I don't know whether Dr. Shirur is here or not. Shirur has did his PhD on mushroom entrepreneurship. We have seen many number of units have failed only because of these reasons, and this man is successful. And can we make use of this person for extension system? This is a person who we have regarded him as a man of diversity. This man is located in a Western Ghats situation, Indian Western Ghats, where diversity is very rich. He is producing honey. When he started, there were no beekeepers. He started, producing good quality honey, but ended up with problem for honey as a, product. He earned a lot of money from, the honey, but that was not sufficient for him. That was not sustainable. But he ventured into some sort of diversification called bee therapy. He mastered the art of using bees to treat some of the ailments, small ailments, joint pains, like that, and some allergies. That is how he expanded his, beekeeping, not only for honey products, plus, his bee therapy. So, and this is the last slide. Now to the lessons. Yeah. What are the lessons for us now? See, I worked in the National Extension System. Atma is there to promote public partnership, public-private partnership, private-private partnership. We have seen that the innovative extension approaches like DESI, where we are trying to use the private partners in the public extension system. But we also must use these successful agri-entrepreneurs to support our agri-business promotion to farmers. Farmers are failing in markets. Unless we understand the value chain, it is very difficult to guide farmers. And these are the people who have understood the value chain, who have studied the value chain, and how extension system can be benefited. The first point is that we can be the beneficiary. Extension system has to be the beneficiary. We were thinking farmers are the beneficiaries. No, with these kind of people, extension system can be the beneficiary. We have to take the benefits of these people and then reach much larger people. Second thing, extension research. See, these people are the primary innovators, whatever I have quoted. But from these primary innovators, there are thousands of secondary people who are benefited. But they must also would have done some level of innovation at their level. We need to find out, for extension research, probably this is the best way to understand what is happening at each level of innovation. That is called as the innovation value chain. We need to work on those things and try to find out what is happening at the ground level. The third point is, can these people drive policies? Yes, these people can drive policies. There are problems related to small livestock, there are problems related to honeybees, there are problems related to meat production. There are so many problems. Can these examples change policies related to food systems and agribusiness policies? The final thing is that we have public extension system. We have not made any attempt to learn the value chains. We do not know. Beyond production, we do not know. But these are the people who have probably internalized the value chains at their level. We need to learn from them and say that value chain research can really benefit the extension system. I am extremely sorry to tell you that I have not discussed much about the extension system in general. But these are the people who give us rays of hope for reviving extension system. These are not successful for themselves. They are already helping 2,000 to 3,000 farmers from each entrepreneur. We need to learn from them. Can we build extension system with partnership with these kind of entrepreneurs? That's what I just wanted to share with all of you. Thank you very much for all the